Good morning. It's mixed bag this morning, but I think it's going to be awesome. First of all, turned up, it was pretty dark still, being it's so overcast as you can see here. And I started off rummaging around the rocks near the Reculver, but I just wasn't happy with the composition I was getting. So I thought I'd walk down the beach further away, and I really like this composition. We've got all these rocks, green rocks here with a bit of seaweed on. We've got the tide coming up. We've got the Reculver in the distance and some pretty nice colours in the sky actually. So I've got my Samyang 12mm on and looking down at these rocks just here, along the line of the beach, up to the Reculver, and then the beautiful sky. Dramatic kind of sky. Gotta be fairly quick this morning because tide's coming up and it's like drizzling a bit, so fun, eh? Oh, fortunately I've got my waterproof boots on, but there's a bit of sea's just got in it. Right, what we're having to do here, because of the I'm focusing quite close to to infinity basically, where the Reculver is. Gonna have to take two shots, one focused near, one focused far, combine them in Photoshop so we've got a nice sharp image all the way through. I've got the ND grad on, bring down the sky, polarizer to cut out the reflections in the water, and we're looking at a half second speed, shutter speed. So hopefully we get a nice bit of slowed down wave motion going on. Really, you should be choosing a time when the tide's going out, where it's coming up at the moment, so I'm getting wet feet. Ideally, I'm trying to time the shot so the wave's going out, so you get the nice white foam being slowly dragged out. I haven't got much longer in this spot, I don't think. Right, that's that. So I found another spot a little higher up the beach. Same composition. It's probably one of my favourite kind of go-to compositions with this lens as well. I love a wide angle in a portrait because you get something really nice and close, looking out up into the distance to something far away, and it works perfect for this composition. We're using leading lines. We've got a nice foreground leading line of the sea coming onto the beach, and then in the distance the Reculver, which is lovely. Got a little bit lower down for this one as well, just so I can get a bit closer to the rock in front of me. And because there's a bit more light now, I've introduced a free stop so I can keep a slightly long exposure to get that nice soft motion in the small waves here. Yeah, looking pretty good, and there's a bit of colour in the sky, but all this almost also this dramatic overcastness going on, which kind of is nice. We've got ruggedness of the beach and the sea and the sky, and then this little bit of colour creeping in behind the Reculver tower there. This sea's moving up the beach quick. I've already lost. I'm gonna have to move already from this composition. this revolver, if I remember correctly, are the remains of a church that was built later on from what was originally a Roman fort. Because Thanet, just behind it, used to be an island, hence the Isle of Thanet, planet Thanet. And interestingly, where it is now was actually kind of the middle of the fort, and the land originally protruded a lot further into the sea. And we're looking 2,000 years ago, the Romans were about. So 2,000 years, quite a large chunk of land has been eroded away. Quite amazing, really. Just a side note before we go, I bought this Nissi cover for the polarizer. Works great, but honestly, I mean, I don't have nails, I'm a man, I cut them, chew them all the time, but to get this off, honestly, it's the hardest thing in the world. Just I have to get my keys. These tiny little holes. You can see, tiny little hole there. I have to get my keys in them, and then it's just going to ruin it, isn't it? Pain.